I'm Dave Abrams.
And I'm Kristin Legata. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we will meet the county's new beautification officer and chat with a master gardener. But first, making headlines this week. Wonderful Anne Arundel was unveiled this week in Severna Park. The program is a new way to improve the appearance of our public right-of-ways, roads, and medians. County Executive Steve Shue said the program will include public art, an anti-littering campaign, expanding cleanup programs, and partnering with private businesses to sponsor landscaping of medians and roadsides.
Landscaping companies and other groups will take responsibility free of charge for improving the appearance of these traffic structures. These companies will be given the opportunity to advertise on those public spaces.
Our new beautification officer, Loni Moyer, will be joining us later in the show with more information about this cool new initiative. Nobody likes an ugly roundabout, Dave.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We don't have time for it.
What is, there's a couple of notable roundabouts, right?
Yeah.
Like some of them do look pretty, they could use a little help.
They could use some help.
Right, a little zhuzhing.
I guess I'm thinking, where are we talking about? Maybe like east-west.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch over by Fort Meade. There's a bunch in Odenton.
Yep.
There's
Hanover.
Piney Orchard. There's Westgate Circle in Annapolis, although that has art technically.
Yeah.
There's
some out there that need a little sprucing up.
There's a bunch.
You know I love a good makeover.
Yeah.
It's very exciting times.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that program,
Yeah.
because I think we're going to see some real nice stuff.
I agree.
Well, Kristin, you know I like any excuse to go visit awesome beaches.
That's why you moved as close to one as you could.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we got to head down to beautiful Beverly Beach to join volunteers removing storm debris, and it was hot, but an absolutely gorgeous day. Now, sometimes the millennials get a bad rap, right?
Yeah.
Millennials, they just can't catch a break. But this time, they stepped up big time this week to help us out. First, it was the Clean Creeks Football Club, which is an unusual name.
Clean Creeks.
Yeah, I guess these guys are into soccer, so the Clean Creeks FC is what they...
football as in soccer.
That's right, the real football, Kristin.
Got it.
What they say in France, it's the real. Yeah. So these guys came out and hauled the tree trunks and branches away from the shoreline. A few days later, another group of guys was doing the same thing next door at Beverly Triton Beach. Led by Pastor Johnny Calhoun, shout out, of Mount Olive AME Church in Annapolis, the men of Ready came out in force to join the cleanup effort. How cool is that?
All about it.
I wish I was there. I didn't know they were coming, and I just saw the pictures after the fact, so we didn't have video of them.
Cleaning up.
But I want us to have like a pizza party or something.
I think it's awesome.
For these guys.
Educating, giving back, all about it.
Yeah. And we get ready, and we put them with the football club, and they unite to form
perfect.
Super duper volunteer group. I don't know. We got to give it a name.
Well, yeah. We're good at that. We'll have to come up with something.
We'll come up with something really, really clever.
Yeah. We can't tell you just yet because we haven't thought of it.
You've been to Beverly Beach, right?
Love Beverly Beach.
Beautiful.
But we at Week in Review salute you.
We do.
Yes. Now, do you have what it takes to become an Anne Arundel County police officer? We're hiring right now, but the deadline is coming up on August 27th. There's a $5,000 signing bonus and higher starting salaries this year. Take a look at this promo.
You can become an officer with the Anne Arundel County Police Department. We are hiring right now. There are so many options for your career path. K-9, SWAT, criminal investigation, narcotics, patrol, aviation. We need dedicated professionals to join our team. There is a limited window to apply, so don't wait. Your community needs you. Anne Arundel County Police. It's more than just a job.
Love our boys and girls in blue.
Absolutely.
Go blue.
Go blue.
You can call our recruitment division at 410-222-8677 to find out more.
We love working with our police officers.
They always put out such
awesome.
good videos, too.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to talk to Loni Moyer about her new position as our county beautification officer. Sense a theme here?
Yeah,
Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Well, joining us in the studio this week, we are delighted to have the county's new beautification officer, Ms. Loni Moyer. Loni, how's it going?
Hello, it's wonderful. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's,
Having
it's
a good
Wonderful
summer?
in Anne Arundel.
It's Wonderful Anne Arundel.
Yes,
it's
it is.
beautiful. Are you having a nice summer?
Fantastic. I
Good,
just got
good.
back from traveling out west.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, what was the #1 spot out west that you went to?
Badlands National Park.
Oh, cool.
Stunning this time of year.
Wow.
Does that give you some good ideas?
Yes, I did. I checked out art in public places all across the Great Plains.
Wow. That's really cool.
You really did?
From the Dignity statue at the Missouri River, on the banks of the Missouri River, 3-foot tall Native American stainless steel statue.
Wow.
Funded by one single private donation from a South Dakotan somewhere, $1 million.
There we
Jeez.
go.
To really cool historical pictures and murals depicting the future of what the town would like in Cut Bank, Montana, which is a tough plains town.
That sounds pretty cool.
It was really neat. It was really neat. Very inspirational to see what folks had done.
Well,
That's awesome.
that must be really good research for a beautification officer, which
It was.
What does a beautification officer do, Loni?
Here in Anne Arundel County, I'm charged with looking for high traffic areas, highly visible areas in the county, neighborhoods that could benefit from beautification, enhancement, economic development, because beautification does lead to that. And we are specifically focusing on 3 areas: enhanced landscaping, art in public places, and litter control prevention pickup. Those are the 3 main focuses of our program.
And you've got a background in landscape architecture, correct?
Landscape design, I am a landscaper.
Oh,
An
okay.
actual design, install, build.
Did you do anything locally?
Do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of
Were there any anything that we might know out there that we have seen?
that you've driven by and thought, wow, that's
That was
amazing.
amazing. Who is that?
I'm sure
Art
there's
done
so many of them.
Yeah.
Who did the governor's mansion? That is fantastic.
My favorite projects are the stormwater management projects that we do. The rain gardens, the runoff control. And the part that I like about those, although they're 100% utilitarian, you can make them also beautiful, and they can serve many purposes. They can be pollinator gardens, native plant gardens. They control runoff. They enhance neighborhoods and public places.
And they're helping the environment.
And they're helping the environment.
I guess I didn't realize that you were connected with those too, and that's really interesting.
They're my favorite landscape projects to do.
Very cool.
Well, so I think one of the pushes that we want right now is to let people know how to get involved in this program.
Absolutely.
And so tell us about the beautification of, is it roundabouts, medians?
Yes.
Intersections like the one that we showed in the clip there announcing the program.
Absolutely.
How does this work, and so businesses can adopt these things, right?
Businesses can adopt this. This is brand new. We're just starting this initiative. Businesses can adopt these in exchange for signage and advertising and kind of ownership of that area. What we are hoping for is there are these areas, medians, roundabouts, that often we drive by every day. We see them every day. They're often kind of So if they can be beautified and serve multiple purposes. So now they are also pollinator garden. Monarch butterflies need places to feed, they need places to lay eggs. We are losing monarch butterflies. It doesn't cost the county anymore and they're beautiful flowers. The butterfly weed that they need, for example, are beautiful flowers. It doesn't cost the county anymore. In fact, it can save the county quite a bit of money in maintenance costs to have some of these areas, for example, be wildflower meadows. Or maybe a company has another vision, and their vision is grander, and they want to do something else to this public area that includes public art. We're open. My personal preference is dream big, think big, what we're willing to work with companies and hope that they are willing to work with us.
You mentioned the butterflies, and it just kind of sparked a thought for me because there's a real issue right now with population of bumblebees.
Yes.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to the
I know.
bees.
I love the bees.
Yeah.
Is that something you take into consideration as well?
Absolutely. Most of the native plants will be helpful in that respect. And up there on Benfield Boulevard, those are, I think, everything except one variety of daylily is a native plant there. But everything there is pollinator friendly.
So what are some of, you talked about a few, but give us like a rundown of some of the species.
So of the plants, we have Agastache, which is anise.
That's a good one.
Agastache.
The Agastache, I've always been a fan.
You know what it is, or you just like the word?
I have no idea what that is.
It's the one.
Sounds awesome.
I was going around getting people to smell that because it's what's used to make anisette.
Okay.
It's licorice.
Oh wow.
It's or anise.
Agastache.
So butterflies love it, bees love it. There is also what else did we have up there? The Russian purple sage, which is not technically native, but bees absolutely love it. And you will, and even yesterday, whoever was taking pictures, we had bees and butterflies there already yesterday.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chris did not get stung.
Oh, good. Good.
But he's very brave. He jumps right into things, so he will put his face right next to that bee to get a good shot.
He was up close. He was up close. I was impressed with that.
Yeah.
We also have the coneflower and daisies and things like that that are very typical to this area, and they keep repopulating. So the goal is also that whole area this time next year will be grown in enough that it will be the makings of a meadow, and it won't need a lot of maintenance.
Love
so
it.
exciting. I love a beautiful meadow.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't love a good, beautiful meadow?
The birds, the bees love it.
Bees love it. Dave loves meadows.
I love meadows. I like frolicking through meadows.
I knew it.
Again, who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? So if anyone
There's
out
going to
there...
be so much more frolicking in Anne Arundel County.
It'll be
Wonderful Anne Arundel, frolicking Anne Arundel. I love it. So if there's folks out there that want to get involved, how can the public go about contacting you?
One way is to call me directly. My cell is 443-202-5884. Again, that's 443-202-5884.
Perfect.
An alternative is to call the county directly at 222-7000 and ask to be connected to Central Services.
And what are you looking for?
We are looking for community involvement. That could include ideas. Maybe people there is a blank wall in their community they would like to have a mural. Maybe there is an area that they would like planted and they would like some advice or help in understanding what plants would thrive there.
Maybe they're an artist.
Maybe they're an artist.
Who likes to donate their time.
Maybe. That would be lovely. Please call.
Yeah.
All of those things could be helpful. Also, folks who feel like their community is in particular need of maybe there's some bigger issues, and beautification can be a piece of a plan that helps them address those larger issues as well.
And we want to be clear that these are that isn't all this stuff happening on public property? It's not happening on private property.
Anything that we are able to contribute funding to is going to be on public property.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that we can't assist
I gotcha.
in getting a group together, advertising a project, advising on a project. It doesn't mean we can't do those types of things. But
gotcha.
Very good. Well, Loni, it's been a pleasure speaking
Welcome
with
aboard.
you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you for all you're doing to help keep Anne Arundel wonderful.
Absolutely.
Frolicking.
Wild and wonderful.
Wild and wonderful. And if folks would like to see some of what we've already done, there is the planting project at the meeting of Benfield Boulevard and
Laurel?
No, it's West Benfield and Benfield, where that meets in Severna Park.
A Laurel Road, right?
Oh, that might be the third road there.
We're going to have to do like a
The Severna Park people know where that is.
We're doing a Facebook page, Dave,
it's beautiful.
to keep track of all these.
There is. That's all happening. All those things are in the works.
We're going to have a Facebook page.
There is also the mural on the side of the Whitmore Garage that's already been painted.
Yes, excellent.
Absolutely.
Well, Loni, enjoy the rest of your summer. Please come back. Let us know how things are going with all your projects.
Okay.
And we look forward to seeing you next
Wonderful.
time.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Does your family need a break from the daily routine?
Hello, I'm Dr.
Dr. Spruce. If you or someone you know needs a healthy dose of nature, visit discovertheforest.org and trade in the big screen for the big blue sky by visiting a local park or forest near you.
Hiking, picnicking, swimming, orienteering, climbing, admiring wildlife, or inhaling fresh air may result in heightened creativity, feelings of joy, harmony, satisfaction, and a euphoria that can only be explained as oneness with the natural world. Whoa.
Welcome back. If you have a green thumb or want to get one, Master Gardeners have all the answers. Our own Michelle Corkadel has more. Michelle?
Thanks, guys. I'm here on a beautiful sunny morning here at Sunrise Farm. Sunrise Farm is part of the former Naval Academy's dairy farm. And joining me is Dave Myers with the Extension Office. Thanks for joining me, Dave.
You bet, Michelle. How you doing? It's great to have you here. And as you can see, you're in a beautiful garden here with the Extension. Of course, the Master Gardeners have done a great job. My role here as County Extension Educator is to work with the farmers.
Well, you do a fabulous job, Dave. And so tell me, the Master Gardeners you mentioned, they're up to some pretty big things, aren't they?
Well, you know, it always amazes me what they do. The number of projects that they have in the county, a number of active volunteers in the county, and the gardens, they beautify the county. And as you can see, if you have this kind of beauty that you're in right now all around the county, you really have something to appreciate. They do a great job.
Well, speaking of appreciation, we've got a couple Master Gardeners with us. In addition to our mascot Bear here, who keeps and makes sure all the critters stay out of the garden on a daily basis, he's got an important role too, huh?
Bear does a great job.
But in addition to Bear, we have some wonderful Master Gardeners who are going to share with us some of the upcoming happenings in their universe, as well as share with us some of their most prized gardens and composting piles.
Very good, Michelle. I look forward to seeing all the action.
Great. So Nancy and Malcolm have been working really hard here at the dairy farm to not just beautify it, but give us demonstrations of all the possibilities of how we can be good stewards of the environment while share the joy and beauty of all the gardens and that nature has to offer. Thank you for joining me, Nancy and Malcolm.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
So tell me, Malcolm, you guys have been working really hard every single weekend that the weather permits to keep this garden afloat, and you've got some plans for the future, correct?
Yes, we do. We try and demonstrate here all the native plants that people can grow in their own yards in Maryland, and how much maintenance-free they are and how beautiful they are, and hopefully we're going to have even more in the future.
Great. And Nancy, you just recently took over as the interim coordinator for Master Gardeners. What are some of your plans for the future?
Well, my biggest project right now currently is setting up the training for the 2018 batch of Master Gardeners. So we have a training that will start in September, go through November, and we have some very enthusiastic participants that are looking forward to learning more about becoming Master Gardeners and learning more about horticulture and sustainable gardening practices that they can then go out and impart to the general public.
Well, that sounds exciting. And for those of you who are already subscribed to my e-blast or any of my fellow constituent service officers, you can be receiving a link to that application with a nice little handy-dandy flyer that you guys have prepared. And if not, where can they get more information? Because I understand the application, it will be closing very soon.
Well, actually, the application did close on August the 1st, and we do have a fully enrolled class. However, we still are taking applications so that we can notify interested persons when a new class is offered. Also we want to have a wait list in case anybody needs to back out of the class for some reason. So we encourage people to still apply and to check out our website, and we're always interested in new volunteers.
Well, that sounds great. I personally went through Master Gardener training, and although I am on a leave of absence, I can tell you it enriched my life in many ways as well as my family's. because I was able to take the kids out when they were little and lend a hand. And I've had my opportunity to install ring gardens at some of our schools and some of the other Grow It, Eat It programs. And so I encourage everyone to seriously consider becoming a master gardener. You guys do such fabulous work.
Yeah, and in lieu of the training, check out our website, the different projects. We have over 20 projects and over 225 active master gardeners, and the projects are all listed on our website. There's probably a project in your neighborhood that you can go visit and find out more about what we're doing in the community.
And I understand, too, that you guys go out and will give talks to communities, churches, garden clubs, through the library. Where can people request such a thing and find out more information? Is that magic website we were talking about?
Absolutely, or they can call the Extension office, which is 410-222-3900, and ask for the Master Gardening Program. We are doing more. We're doing a lot of library presentations, which are very accessible for folks. We also have the Baywise program, where teams will do home visits and make recommendations as far as landscape problems, and encourage homeowners to plant more natives and plants that are friendly for pollinators.
And I know that if you can't get out to one of these, that the website also has a host of excellent publications from the Department of Agriculture, the University of Maryland's Extension Office, and other such references, right?
Absolutely. I think that was the thing that amazed me the most, was the resources that are available on the library and videos, as well as there's an incredibly valuable resource called Ask an Expert, where you can email a question. You can include 3 pictures, 3 photographs of whatever your problem is, whether it's a weed or a pest, and an expert a horticultural expert will get back to you in, I think it's a 48-hour period, very short turnaround time, and get back with you with some solutions.
Well, it sounds like we've got a plan to keep the bad guys out of the garden, and I encourage the good ones to come in. Thank you so much for joining me, Nancy, and welcome. And looking forward to many more years visiting and enjoying your garden. Back to you.
Thanks, Michelle. Now, how's your gardening going this summer, Dave? You're in a new house. Did you guys do much with the backyard yet?
Let me just say that the grass has not burned to a singe, so we're doing good. We're doing good. What about you?
Going to do some plantings? We don't have a yard.
In your big yard?
Our yard is cement.
Kristin, I want to talk to you today about about getting out on our rivers and our creeks.
Yes.
I am currently, my fiance and I, Kat, are on a 30-day fitness challenge. Shout out, Kat. We're on a 30-day fitness challenge.
Awesome.
And we were talking off camera, and I was asking you, is it possible to exercise every day for 30 days?
Yeah.
And people do it.
People do it.
But I'm hurting a little bad right now.
Yeah, but you know what? That sore is a good sore, and your body will grow more acclimated to it, and sooner or later you're going to find out you can work out.
And then I can lift cars.
And you can lift cars.
But I've discovered during this that when you work out every day, you need to change it up. Because you cannot go to the gym and do the same thing every day. It's just ridiculous. So now I try to find any excuse I can to do something that's not the gym, because I know the rule is I have to work out or exercise that day.
Yeah.
So now I try to find, and I love kayaking.
Kayaking.
Love kayaking. So we were scared.
Yeah.
But we kayaked across the South River the other day.
Nice. How'd it go?
It was fine. We did it.
And
although I can't move my head, because I was doing this. I was like leaning forward, and
you checked ahead of time. There was no debris. It was safe to.
There was no debris.
No debris.
But the beach was closed the day before.
Okay.
But it was perfect. It was awesome.
Was it crowded?
There were a lot of boats out. So are you a kayaker? Do you know what I'm getting at here with the? Have you ever tried to cross the channel in a kayak?
No, my experience with kayak is probably booking a hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you're in a kayak,
No, I've kayaked before, down in Key West.
Okay. I always say there are certain moments when we're out on the kayaks and I go, we are a speck on the ocean right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like we are the bottom of the food chain, okay? It's like riding a bike, okay? And then you're gonna try and cross a highway.
Yeah.
So you're on your little kayak, and here you go into the channel in the middle of the South River where there's big boats, and they're coming in hot. And so we were like we felt like we were going to get run over or something.
Great workout,
but it wasn't
though,
like
huh?
that. It was great. It was a great workout, and I'm going today again. And I'm really excited. Today I'm going to do the Truxton boat ramp and go
Nice.
down. Hopefully we'll make it to Ego Alley and back.
That's awesome.
So that's really cool. But man, what a cool way. It's almost like you're cheating, like you're not really getting exercise.
You're not cheating. It is a
enjoying
great
so
way to
much.
get
It's
exercise.
awesome.
But
Awesome.
like you said, you need to change it up once in a while. And what a great way to do it when you can take in some of our beautiful county waterways.
And now that we know Kristin hasn't done that, we're going to make sure we get Kristin on kayak.
Yes.
Gotta get you
Not
on
around
kayak.
here. I've only done it while on vacation. So
Yeah,
I've had experience.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Now I am not going to try and cross the South River when the waves are high, when the wind is high.
I have
Not gonna do that.
canoed at quiet waters.
That's very similar to.
So I'm a little experienced.
Well, and I was right near Quiet Waters.
Yeah.
I was right near there.
Perfect.
You could see when we got to the other side of South River, you could see Quiet Waters from there.
Perfect.
Yeah. So let this be a lesson to everyone.
Change
Get
it
out
up.
on a kayak and change it up
Change
and
it up.
exercise. It's great. We love it. We want to do it all the
Get
time.
the kids out. Stop them from playing the Fortnite.
Please.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't have kids, so we should not talk. We
No,
don't have
we
kids.
But I know they
But-
like the Fortnite.
But I like the idea of, you know what? Go
Get
outside
outside.
and play. Go
Kayak.
outside and play. Stop it with the Fortnite.
The Fortnite.
I got to get the Fortnite. I haven't tried that.
It's kind of addictive.
Yeah, I heard it's really cool because you can do it on any platform. It's
Yeah.
a phone or a
And then
tablet.
there's the
or-
dances and
So you've done it?
yeah.
Oh, she admitted
Kristen,
it?
stop playing the Fortnite. Get out.
Wow. Next week we're gonna have, POV first person Kristin Lagana playing Fortnite with her headset on. She's gonna be screaming at the screen and stuff.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wow. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.